As someone who just completed college at the ripe old age of 23 and is currently drowning in student loans, I could safely say without a doubt that college does indeed prepare you for the real world, in the sense that it exposes you to high levels of stress, anxiety, depression, and panic attacks that are way too common in today's society. The state of my mental health became directly correlated to what letter of the alphabet I received at the end of the semester, how much financial aid I was able to get for that given school year, and whether or not my professor would be able to bless me with a 10-point curve on my math final. All in all, my college experience can be summed up in two ways. I would either black out and try to remember where I was, or I will black out and try to forget who I was. Applying to college is a defining moment in every person's life. It's a rite of passage from being a kid to becoming an adult. Feelings such as joy, happiness, and the will to live will all become a thing of the past, replaced with new words such as alcoholism, insomnia, Jack Daniel, and self-loathing. And this happens as soon as you start applying to financial aid. I've created a chart that demonstrates the amount of tuition and financial help a person receives correlated to the level of alcohol consumption. As you can see, the line becomes very hard to comprehend after you cross a certain threshold, implying that with higher debt, you start to naturally teleport to random places without remembering how you got there in the first place. So after selling your soul to FAFSA, aka creating a FAFSA account, you'll have to submit your parents' income tax. Now in life, you will never hear anyone say, "God, I wish I was poor," but filling out your FAFSA application is probably the only time you'll wish you were poor. And depending whether you'll be attending an out-of-state university or in-state college, the tuition will deeply vary. On average, an out-of-state university will cost you anywhere between $28,000 to $31,000 a year, and that's not including room and board, which can be an extra cost of $13,000, while an in-state college will cost you an average $11,000 a year. In other words, you'll be able to choose between debt and generational debt. Pick your poison. After submitting your FAFSA application, the next step is to start deciding which major you'll be working towards for. Usually you're able to decipher a person based on the major they're taking. For example, if a person is unsure about what to do with their life, they'll typically choose psychology. If you decide to major in finance, you're secretly an alcoholic and like to gamble on crypto. If you're majoring in computer science, you're addicted to hentai and crave to be loved by your parents. If you're majoring to become a nurse, you're most likely trying to numb the pain of growing up poor with money and a lifestyle you can't afford. If you're majoring in photography, you have officially given up on life. If you're majoring in philosophy, your parents have officially given up on life, and the list goes on and on. The rule of thumb when it comes to picking a major is this: make sure to thoroughly research any given field that interests you. If you can't find anything you like, don't worry. You can always rely on liberal arts and make it seem like you know what you're trying to do with your life. Registering for classes is like playing in the Hunger Games. Only the quick and strong survive. You'll have exactly 2 minutes before your core major classes get full and you get put on the waiting list, which is a fancy word for purgatory. Majority of college students make sure to plan out their school schedule before registration begins. But if you're anything like me, you're probably wondering and scratching your head thinking, wait, registration already began? 2 weeks before the start of the semester. Naturally, having someone to guide you and help you plan out your classes would be ideal, but if Ice Spice has taught me anything, it'd be that life is unexpected and holds complexities that are often dismissed by the human imagination. Gra. In other words, good luck trying to talk to your advisor. Usually you'll have to book them weeks or months in advance, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to talk to them for more than 20 minutes. Love them or hate them, college professors are the essential cornerstone of a person's college experience. Your teacher will either make being in class bearable or completely miserable. You'll have professors who complain about everything from how late you are to how poorly a class did during an exam, as if they weren't the one responsible for helping you to pass the class. Most of them have good intentions and want you to do your best and understand that sometimes life happens, so they bless you with a 10-point curve on your midterm, while others are borderline assholes who just like to see the world burn. Usually those are the type of professors whose classes get filled out last and have a 1 out of 5 rating on ratemyprofessor.com. There's a lot of people online that will tell you that college is a scam and that having a degree isn't necessary in today's society. Whether that's true or not depends entirely up to you and what you want to do with your life. If you feel like college isn't right for you, you can always apply to trade school and start working for a union. If you want to open up your own business but don't want to go to university, consider looking for certifications or licenses. There's always a way around everything, but the main point is to never stop learning. Always keep educating yourself and developing skills that can help you reach that next level. But most important, you should always ask yourself, am I doing this for myself or the people around me? It's quite easy to get caught up in life and follow everyone else, but living for someone else is how you end up feeling miserable, resentful, and angry. So do what you want to do. I always tell myself, Bill, this YouTube thing will eventually work out. Soon I'll be making millions of dollars, hanging out with celebrities, and snorting cocaine from a stripper's asshole. Am I delusional? Maybe, but sometimes you gotta be delusional to succeed in life. Just look at Terrence Howard.